When night falls and the Amazon's silence doesn't protect you, it warns you. Something ancient moves where light can't reach. Every breath of the forest belongs to the hunter. The Amazon night is alive. Every rustle, every whisper hides a story of survival. There is no light, no mercy. This is a realm where silence is a weapon. The forest listens before it kills. The dense canopy above seems to hold its breath, a living ceiling of secrets. A thick mist often clings to the undergrowth, veiling the ground in an ethereal, almost spectral shroud. The air is heavy with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves, a primal perfume that speaks of life and death intertwined. Every shadow seems deeper, every sound amplified, yet simultaneously swallowed by the vastness of the darkness. The symphony of the day's insects and birds has faded, replaced by the more cryptic calls of nocturnal creatures, each sound a tiny clue in a grand, unseen drama. The rivers, once shimmering arteries reflecting the sun, now flow like dark, unseen currents, their surfaces disturbed only by the quiet stirrings of unseen life. It is a world transformed, a stage set for the most ancient and brutal of performances, where the rules of engagement are written in instinct and survival. The trees, ancient sentinels, stand guard, their gnarled branches reaching out like skeletal fingers into the void. This nocturnal world is not merely a lack of light, it is a presence, a force that shapes every encounter, every movement, every fleeting moment of existence. It is a time when the familiar becomes foreign and the hidden reveals itself in fleeting glimpses and hushed whispers. The jaguar moves like smoke, unseen but always near. Each step is a promise of death. There is no sound, no warning, only instinct. Shadows bend around the predator. To survive here is to listen. Its coat, a masterpiece of natural camouflage, melts seamlessly into the dappled darkness of the understory, rendering the magnificent cat virtually invisible. Its muscular body, low to the ground, glides with an almost liquid grace, each powerful paw placed with meticulous precision to avoid snapping twigs or rustling leaves. The jaguar's senses are exquisitely attuned to this nocturnal theater. Its large, luminous eyes cut through the gloom, picking out the faint outlines of potential prey, while its sensitive ears swivel independently, pinpointing the slightest rustle or distant splash. The air is analyzed by its keen sense of smell, discerning the freshest tracks, the presence of fear, or the scent of a hidden den. Every sinew in its powerful frame is coiled with latent energy, a living spring ready to unleash explosive force. The hunter's breath is slow and deliberate, its heartbeat a steady rhythm of patience and deadly focus. It understands the terrain intimately, using every fallen log, every cluster of dense foliage, every shallow depression as a strategic advantage, a natural blind from which to observe and stalk. It is a silent phantom, a living embodiment of the night itself, a creature perfectly evolved for its dark domain. Its very presence redefines the silence of the forest, transforming it from a mere absence of noise into a tangible, pervasive tension, a silent promise of the hunt to come. In the darkness, something stirs. Prey drinks where danger waits. The jaguar watches, still as stone. A single heartbeat decides who lives. Then it strikes. There is no echo, no scream, only silence. A capybara, large and seemingly placid, cautiously approaches the river's edge, its movements slow and deliberate, driven by an urgent thirst. Its large, dark eyes scan the surrounding banks, its sensitive nose twitching, attempting to decipher the myriad scents carried on the humid night air. It takes a tentative step into the cool water, its stout legs sinking slightly into the soft mud. The quiet gurgle of the river is the only sound accompanying its cautious sips. Unbeknownst to the gentle giant, the jaguar, an apex hunter, is already there, a master of ambush. Concealed within the dense riverside vegetation, its magnificent form is utterly motionless, its black rosettes blending perfectly with the deep shadows. Only the faintest glimmer of its intense golden eyes betrays its position, fixed with unwavering intensity on its unsuspecting quarry. Its powerful muscles are tensed, ready to explode. The air around them seems to thicken with unspoken tension, every second stretching into an eternity. The capybara, momentarily reassured by the apparent stillness, dips its head deeper, completely unaware of the lethal force poised mere yards away. In a blinding flash of power and speed, the jaguar launches itself from its cover. It covers the distance in an instant, a blur of muscle and fury. Its powerful jaws clamp down with devastating force. The brief, violent struggle is quickly subsumed by the overwhelming might of the predator. The sudden impact, the swiftness of the attack, leaves no room for escape. The jungle, momentarily disturbed by the raw violence, quickly reclaims its nocturnal hush, as if nothing had ever transpired. The silence returns, heavier, more profound than before, now imbued with the stark reality of life and death in the wild. But the jaguar is not alone in this shadow world. Beneath the riverbank, a silent giant waits. Predator meets predator. Here, power is written in blood. The law of the Amazon is older than time. Deep within the murky depths of the river, an even more ancient hunter glides with silent menace, the anaconda. Its immense, muscular body, a living coil of power, navigates the underwater currents with astonishing grace, its scales shimmering dully in the faint moonlight filtering through the water's surface. Its eyes, cold and calculating, are perfectly adapted to the low light, constantly searching for any sign of movement, any vibration that signifies a meal. The riverbed is its kingdom, a labyrinth of submerged roots and fallen branches where it can lie in wait, completely unseen. This leviathan, a constrictor of unparalleled strength, can easily overpower creatures far larger than itself, including a jaguar. Their paths, inevitably, often cross, particularly near the life-giving waters of the Amazon. A jaguar, returning to the river's edge for a drink or to cross, might suddenly find itself face to face with this colossal serpent. The tension in such an encounter is palpable, a silent standoff between two of nature's most formidable hunters. There is no roar, no hiss, just an intense primal assessment of threat and opportunity. Each creature is a master of its domain, and neither yields easily. The outcome of such a confrontation is never certain, a testament to the raw, untamed power that governs this ecosystem. These battles are rarely witnessed, fought in the depths of the night or the obscurity of the river, leaving behind only the echo of their struggle and the reinforced understanding that even the mightiest can fall. The Amazon, with its ancient forests and hidden rivers, is a place where every creature, regardless of its size or ferocity, lives by an unwritten code, a brutal but essential balance of life, death, and survival. Dawn comes like a whisper. The jaguar fades into the mist like a ghost. The jungle exhales. Another hunt ends, another will begin. As the first faint tendrils of light began to pierce the dense canopy, painting the eastern sky with hues of soft rose and pale gold, a new atmosphere gently descends upon the forest. The thick nocturnal mist, which clung so closely to the ground, now begins to lift, rising in ethereal plumes that drift through the awakening trees. The air, still cool and damp, carries the promise of a new day. The jaguar, its hunt concluded or simply reaching a natural pause with the encroaching light, makes its silent retreat. Its silhouette, momentarily caught against the brightening sky, seems to dissolve into the swirling fog, becoming one with the fading shadows. It moves with the same elusive grace that marked its nightly prowl, disappearing into the deepest reaches of the jungle, seeking a secluded spot to rest and digest. The jungle, which held its breath through the long hours of darkness, now seems to let out a collective sigh. The nocturnal chorus of insects and amphibians begins to wane, replaced by the first tentative chirps of awakening birds. Droplets of dew cling to every leaf and spiderweb, sparkling like tiny jewels in the nascent light. The forest floor, wet and fragrant, slowly emerges from the gloom, revealing the intricate patterns of life that thrive there. Life resumes its diurnal rhythm, with a new set of creatures taking center stage. The cycle of existence, brutal and beautiful, continues unbroken. The Amazon awakens, ready for another day of growth, struggle, and survival, a timeless drama played out under the watchful eyes of ancient trees. In the heart of the Amazon, silence belongs to the hunter. Subscribe to uncover more of nature's hidden world.